first bit of vlogging I'm doing in 2023. The last bit of filming I did, sort of vloggy filming I did, was probably a few weeks ago now, maybe to the middle of December, just as I was wrapping up for the year with the shop. I don't know if I've got any like little stray bits of video that didn't fit anywhere, or that I did a little bit afterwards on my hard drive. I'll have to check, but I might just have to consign them to the recycle bin, obviously, because there's not really anywhere that they sort of fit. I was originally planning to do a little bit of vlogging during Tatemas, the bit in between sort of Christmas and New Year's, because I was hoping to do some sort of some sewing for myself and some art journaling. That did not happen. I did rest a lot. I watched a lot of films and I read a lot. We were without internet for a couple of days at one point because we switched service providers, and that didn't go quite to plan. So I was forced to read. It was actually, there was a lesson in it. It was the day, it was Christmas, it was New Year's Eve and New Year's Eve. We were without any internet at all. So yeah, it was almost like a lesson in like, you need to unplug more in the new year. And I really enjoyed getting a lot of reading done and a lot of journaling done. It was great. It's journaling with a wonky hand. It's it gets quite ouchy, and it's a bit frustrating because my handwriting is even worse than usual, but something is better than nothing, right? So anyway, so it is Tuesday the 3rd of January. It's my first official day back working, and my plan for today is to, well, first of all, although it's a Tuesday, it's technically the first working day of the week for me, so I'm going to do my little week ahead reading. I'm going to be using my my mini pocket, that's superfluous, my pocket animal spirit oracle for a Wild Unknown, and I'm feeling called to work with my, whack myself in the face, feeling called to work with the Raven's Prophecy Tarot again. So I'm going to be doing that. I've got my little journal here, tarot journal. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm planning to, oh my god, set up my planner for the month. I haven't been working in this properly for months, and I want to get back onto using this. I tend to work off of my phone, like a running digital list, because it's flexible, and I've always got my phone with me, and it's just easy to remove stuff and tick stuff off without it getting messy. If I don't do stuff, I don't feel as bad as if it was written on paper. So I need to think about how I'm sort of setting this up. But there's loads of like miscellaneous notes and bits of paper that need to be transferred. Loads of information on post-it notes that needs to be, look at this wedge of post-it notes, that needs to be transferred into actual proper notes in sections in my journal, in my planner. The thing's a bloody mess. I've been putting it off, but it's a new year. It's time to sort it out. So I'm going to do that this morning. My plan is to start off with an hour setting this up, no more than an hour. Once I've reached an hour, boom, move on. And then 15 minutes each day. I'm doing that 15-minute rule of trying to get stuff done. So I'll time for 15 minutes. And every day I will start transferring notes and tidying this up. 15 minutes a day. God, how many times did I say 15 minutes? Just did it again. And hopefully, you know, by the end of this month, this will be like fully set up and ready to go for the rest of the year. Yes, it might take all month, but better, again, it's better late than never. And then my other plan for today is to start cutting and making the prizes for my 7th channel birthday giveaway that I'm doing. My channel will be 7 on Saturday the 7th of January, so only a few days away now, 4 days away. And we are also in a 7 year. It's the year of the chariot. So there's all the 7s, and I'm going to be doing a live chat with Simon at the Hermit's Cave, my dear friend Simon. He's agreed to come over onto my channel a couple of hours before he does his own live, and we are going to discuss the 7s in the tarot. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if this video is going to get out before then, because we are still having issues with our internet. I have been trying to upload a 20-minute video for 2.5 hours. It usually would have been uploaded within 15 to 30 minutes, but our upload rate is worse than it was before, even though we've meant to have switched to a better provider. So trying to get videos up is going to be a pain in the tits until we manage to get that sorted out, and I don't know how long that's going to be. It could be days, could be weeks. So that's gonna be fun and games. What else? Yes, so those are my plans for today. And then as for the week, I'm just gonna play it by ear. and see how that bloody hell just looked absolutely pissing it down. I thought it was going to be dry today. Oh, nommals. This little one hates walking in the rain, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get out. She has a raincoat, but you have to like leave the house whilst it's not raining. And then if it starts raining whilst we're out, she will be grumpy and walk really slowly. She won't run around in the grass and roll about like she usually does, and she just lets you know that she's not enjoying herself, but at least he gets her little chonky ass out. But yeah, if it's just like non-stop rain, I can't get her out because she will literally not step out the threshold of the door. She will just not. She will see it's raining. She does that thing, you know, where dogs like plant themselves, and I'm not going to like force her to do that. That's just mean. So anyway, waffling as always. I'm going to get on and do my reading and then start my day. So I will see you soon. So it is mid-afternoon now, and I have cut out my the light's really bad, so it's really dark out already. It's, yeah, actually I say mid-afternoon, it's sort of later afternoon, it's just gone 4. But I've cut out my trimmed magical forest pouch, and I'm just sort of trying to work out how I'm going to make the spread cloth for it. These are going to be prizes for my channel anniversary giveaway. I've got picked out this nice sort of stripy glittery green ribbon. The camera, the light is not doing it justice. It's just yeah, but it looks, trust me, it looks lovely. And yeah, I'm gonna see how far along I can get with these. I'll probably sew this and leave this for tomorrow. Yeah, I've just been listening to the Real Witches of End Times. It's a really good podcast. Been listening to an episode from last year, all the way back in May, I believe, of last year, with Dara Mason of the Spirit Box podcast, which I also enjoy. So, little podcast rec or two there for you. But yeah, I've just been using my Sizzix so that I could use some dies rather than some hand cut shapes. We use a mix of like hand drawn stencils and hand cut or die cut, depending on what I'm doing. So yeah, that's the update. Yeah. Hello. It is Thursday the 5th of January. I did a very poor job of vlogging yesterday, I think. I'm very out of practice, having not really done it for about a month. But also, yeah, as the day went on, I started to feel worse and worse, and this morning, oh my god, my period pains are really, really, really kicking my ass, so I've had to take some strong painkillers, and I have a hot water bottle on my tummy again. I had a hot water bottle on my tummy yesterday afternoon, but I didn't really need one in the morning. Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty rough. It's all period related at the moment. Well, I'd say that my palpitations are really bad as well the last couple of days. But again, I think that my period is exacerbating my other symptoms of my other things. So, but I've got a cup of tea. I've got a very mildly brewed Assam with a little unsweetened almond milk, just because I don't really want to have caffeine but I do want a little bit, if that makes sense. I have to be very careful at the moment. But after this, I will switch to just herbal tea, my own sort of blend of herbal tea with like hawthorn tops and chamomile and stuff like that. That's really nice for my heart, and I might throw in some like menstrual support herbs in there as well. Oh, anyway, that's all by the by. So today, what am I doing today? Well, not as much as I was planning to do, let me tell you, because I'm listening to my body. It's one of the things I'm definitely trying to do a lot more, slowing down, trying to do more by slowing down, if that makes sense, because I always burn out and then I have large chunks of time where I'm unable to work because I'm burnt out, or I have injuries. This injury or problem isn't resolved, and it is still slowing me down and causing me to work less. So I'm just taking that on board and just going at a slower pace, but I'm hoping that it ultimately will help me to do more. It seems counterintuitive, but that's my thinking. So yeah, I'm going to finish this pouch. Let's get some light shining so you can see. Boop, boop. Goodness, I do look tired. I didn't sleep well. I did sleep pretty well, but then I was wide awake from about 5:30 and couldn't get back to sleep, which isn't too awful. I'm usually up by 6:30. I just sort of laid in bed until then, but just because everything is going on, it's making me feel tired. So yeah, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to sew the charm on and put the ribbon on that, and I finished the spread cloth, which I'm really happy with. I tried to make it as symmetrical as possible, but because it's all hand stitched, hand applied, appliqued, it's very difficult to get it exactly. I did use a ruler to get the main bits kind of in the same spot on either side, but I think part of the charm of things that are, you know, completely handmade is that there is a little bit of you know, wonkiness or asymmetry to things, because, you know, life isn't symmetrical. Our faces are not symmetrical. That's something that I used to work with as a makeup artist, sort of helping to balance people's features, but also not hiding that sometimes. I'm going to go on a little bit of a side quest now, because one of my eyebrows the arch is a little higher than the other, and when I was younger, I always used to balance my eyebrows and always try to make them exactly the same shape. Not exactly the same, because they teach you in beauty school, eyebrows should be sisters, never twins, but I would always sort of balance out the arch. The last few years, I kind of realised that although my eyebrows are not symmetrical, I kind of like that one of them, I think it's my right one, comes up looks a little higher, no matter what, you know, and it almost looks like I'm raising one eyebrow. And so I kind of like that, because it's a quirk of my face, but also I can't physically, I keep looking in the wrong place. I'm like, my eyes are all over the bloody place, sorry. I need to remember to look at this thing. Boop, 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 boop. Sorry, I hope I didn't poke you in the eye there. But yeah, I can't physically raise one eyebrow on either side. That's genetic. Whether you can do that or not is genetically coded. Isn't that amazing? Bodies are wild. But I can roll my tongue, which is also genetic. So my husband can raise his eyebrows but can't roll his tongue, but I can roll my tongue but can't raise my eyebrows. I would rather have it the other way, to be honest, because being able to raise a single eyebrow is just really fucking cool, isn't it? Anyway, that was a side quest. I'm going to drink my tea and I'm going to finish this pouch. And honestly, I think I'm just going to switch gears for today and just do whatever I feel called to do, whether that is making things or doing some prep for my live chat on Saturday with Simon, or continuing to tidy up and set up my planner. I don't know. I'm just going to see how I feel after I finish this bag. That's the only way. I can't promise I'll be doing any more vlogging today. I'm just going to see how it goes, or if I remember, because my brain is like mush right now. But this has been like 6 minutes of what have you. Nonsense. Stuff and nonsense. So anyway, I'm going to go and drink my tea and sew and finish this. Sew on this charm and stuff and things. Okay, so I have finished the pouch. I stitched on the charm, and then I put the heart on, and then I had these like little dots of I had little dots of felt from cutting out these. Hold on, let me just show you. Okay, so this is the die cut. This is a Sizzix Bigs die, which can cut through thicker materials like cardboard and felt. And there's, when I've been cutting this out, I've been getting these little dots just by nature of it being in the same chunk of fabric. So I had all these little green dots, and I was like, well, hang on. One of them I was tidying up to take these photos, in fact, and a piece of this had landed there, and I was like, oh, and I just went like that. I was like, oh, it looks like a little flower. And I was like, oh, hang on though, what if I actually embroidered a flower on it? So then my hand embroidery, you know, usually you'd embroider something like this on an embroidery hoop. So doing it on a tiny dot is quite fiddly, and I haven't done like lazy daisies in, God, I can't remember the last time I stitched a lazy daisy, a long time. These are called lazy daisies. So it took 4 goes, and that's how many dots I had, because I had also had a couple spare from cutting out some of these for something else. And I was like, oh, so I had just enough to create the 4th one came out nice enough, and I stuck it on. My little nitpicky brain is still a bit annoyed that it is a little bit more over this way than center, but flowers don't grow, you know, perfectly symmetrically anyway, and this is a handmade item, so you know, I think it's pretty. I probably, in going forward, because I don't usually do stuff with these, I'll probably use my little tongs to to apply it. But yeah, so this is, I've been taking pictures to show what the prize will be for my giveaway on Saturday. But the deck, the copy of the Magical Forest, it hasn't arrived yet, so I'm just using my own copy as, you know, as an example, but everything else is done. I also realised that the pens that I've used in the past to edge, like I edged this one in just one shade of green, but when I've done the giveaways I've usually edged it in several shades of green. But I've realised I think most of those markers I've either used up or they've dried out, so I may even have to order in some bloody green alcohol markers as well. So the prize won't be going out for at least a week anyway after the live chat. But yes, so this is my prize. I was just taking some nice pictures. I'm feeling a little perkier. I've had a snack bar, I've got my herbal tea on the go, and goodness, I think it might also be coming up to lunchtime, so oh yeah, I'm gonna go make something. But yeah, that's the update on that. Hello, it is Friday the 6th of January. I nearly said June then, what the fuck. Definitely nowhere near June, or as hot as June would usually be. But just coming at you to show you a stack of some of the books I've just been having a quick gander at. As a refresher for the live chat that I am doing with Simon at the Hermit's Cave tomorrow. Well, this vlog will be going out after that live chat's taken place. But yeah, for my channelversary. And we're looking at the sevens in the tarot. So I'm just pulling out some of my books and going through. So mostly Smithwaite and Marseille. I'm not going to be looking at Thoth books for this one. And because yesterday I sat down and tried to do a bit of study. And that's literally all I managed in the space of about 2.5 hours. My brain was fried. I was in so much pain from my period, and I just kept getting distracted, and I was looking through books and highlighting bits that maybe I hadn't noticed before in books, or I'm just underlining them with a little old pencil, and yeah, none of it was fucking going in. So I started afresh again this morning with a clear head. Yeah, I've not written any notes yet, but I have had a look through the chariot section for every single one of these books. I've reread them to refresh my brain, and I'm going to write up some notes. And then I plan to do the same for the sevens. So the sevens as a whole from the 4 suits, and then sevens individually for each suit as well. So this refresher, because you know, I haven't looked at a single individual card or number like in such depth for quite a long time, and I'm finding it really edifying. Actually, I'm finding it really useful and interesting to see how
my view has changed and evolved over the years of reading, and bits of information that I'd maybe forgotten about, or, you know, stuff that I hadn't noticed before, that I hadn't really picked up on in some of the books because it just hadn't been absorbed into my noggin. So yeah, I'm actually really enjoying this. I'm like half tempted to do this for like every single major and every single number, but I might just be making way too much work for myself this year, but we shall see. So yeah, that's what I'm up to today. I'm not making anything, I'm not sewing anything. I will be doing that, starting that back up again next week. My main goal for this week was to get the prizes done. The deck still hasn't arrived, but at least the pouch and the bag are made. The pouch and the spread cloth are made, so that's the main thing. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. That's the update, and who knows when I'll update next, but we shall see. So yet again, I've been really bad at vlogging today. It's Saturday the 7th of January, and it is the day of the live chat. I've just been getting together some piles of cards for illustration purposes, and for sort of, yeah, just showing people some different types of representations of each card, the sevens in the tarot. And yesterday I actually managed to get quite a bit more work done on the whole prep. So yeah, that's all that's sorted. I've got another 2 hours before I go live, so I'm going to go straighten myself up and yeah, just freshen up, make myself a bit more presentable, and yeah, then I'll be going live at 5 p.m. so I'm excited.
Hello. It is Monday the 9th of January, and I have just been doing a little snippy snip on this, giving this copy of the Tarot of the Magical Forest a borderectomy, because it is going to be part of the giveaway that I'm running for my 7th channel anniversary. I had a live chat with Simon of the Hermit's Cave Saturday just gone, on the 7th. That was the actual anniversary date. It fell on a Saturday. It was on the 7th. We were in a 7 year for the Chariot, and it was my 7th anniversary, so we talked about the sevens. I can't remember if I mentioned that in a previous, I think, yeah, I did. I mentioned it in a previous bit of video because I was filming the pics that I had, some of the piles of the cards that I picked. Sorry, my brain is just... For the rest of today, I'm going to be cutting out a couple of pouches. I have pouches that I have wanted to make for people for like birthdays and for other situations that I'm really behind on, because my hand injury last year really you know, really set me back, and my hand is still not fully healed, so I'm still slower than I would usually be. And when I did reopen my shop, I had to focus on just working towards getting at least 2 or 3 shop drops done by the end of the year, because I hadn't been earning for months on end. So I had to focus on actually, you know, trying to make some income to get by, rather than being able to make things for people, which makes me sad because I don't want people to think I've forgotten about them. I haven't. It plays on my mind a lot, actually. But that's what I'm going to do today. I'm also going to see if I have time to cut out some more monsters, some more pocket monsters or mystery monsters, because I still haven't finished sewing these other ones that I had cut out. But what I want to do, I want to make love monsters for Valentine's, because I'm updating the shop either the last Sunday of January or the first Sunday of February. What I want to do is have some love themed, a selection of like Valentine's themed, because I often put hearts on these, so I'm going to, yeah, do all the lovely pinks and reds, and yeah, I think that'll be really fun. So that is also my plan for today.
Hello, welcome back. I have been doing some cutting. I cut out two pouches that are going to be present. And then I did I cut out one of these little monsters, and I'm just sewing the little antlers. It's really fiddly work. glutton for punishment making these. But yeah, I'm just doing Love Monsters. I need to cut some hearts for these as well. I'm going to make up one and see how long it takes me and how I feel about it, and then see how many more I can make.
I can't remember the last time I spoke to the camera. Yesterday, maybe the day before. It's Thursday the 12th of January and I am knocking off for the day. It's 4:35 almost. I'm finishing a bit earlier than I would usually. I usually finish around 6, half 6, but I've got a bunch of stuff to get done earlier in the evening now that I would usually do in the evening, because I think I've got an online social thing going on. I'm just waiting to see if it's going ahead. Just double checking actually, see if anyone's mentioned anything. Nothing yet, but I'm hoping it's going ahead. So I need to get the things I was originally going to do this evening done before I stop to make dinner. And then have a chat with some friends. So yeah, I have been busy. I was sewing on charms onto pouches earlier. They still need their ribbons, but I'm really struggling. I'm just taking it slowly. I'm really struggling to get up in the mornings. You know, I got into such a good routine before Christmas of getting up around 6, half 6, and now I'm like struggling to get out of bed between sort of 7:30 and 8, closer to 8 usually. So I'm trying to like readjust my sleep pattern again. But I do have some monsters, some love monsters for Valentine's coming along nicely. So this was the first one that I made. The light is terrible. The light is really bad. Anyway, yeah, I've got some monsters. I have this one with the antlers. They all have hearts on the back. I have this one with wings. I have this one with little horns and funny little eyes. And then I've just been making this one, this red one it's got wings. I've just finished the back and I need to do the eyes and stitch it together and stuff. I'm going to have to do that tomorrow, but it's coming along. I'd like to make 6 of them. And then, yeah, just see how they go, because obviously these are Valentine's themed ones, but I will do similar ones in sort of other colours and probably go ahead with doing slimes. I'm probably going to just do these kind of monsters with the little 2 legs and then maybe carry on with the slimes. So I don't know, maybe I could do a couple of slimes. I'll see. I feel like I wanted 3 with wings, 3 with horns, and 2 with wings, 2 with horns, and 2 with antlers. That's 6. And it kind of makes sense to keep the feet at least the same. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's coming along nicely. I put a little sneak peek of one of them on my Instagram earlier. Yeah, I'm just going to edge these. I'm just doing a suit at a time. So I'm doing the pentacles at the moment. And hopefully I'll be able to send this out. I've also got a couple of pouches that I've made for a friend that I want to send out. So when she's back in the country, I will send those out to her. What else? Yes, I finally actually fully finished the other batch, the 12 pouches that I had cut and made, or cut before Christmas or after Christmas. Anyway, this is really rambly. What even am I saying? But those are finished. They had their charms. I did that last week, and then I did the ribbons on Tuesday. So they've got their ribbons. And on Friday I had ordered in a load of ribbons and charms, and they've started coming in. So that's good. I've got some cool charms I'll have to show you, and show you the box of pouches that are ready. Yeah, I'm just doing this, and I will try to remember to get to give you updates today.
Okay, here's a little look at some of the charms. We've got these zodiac wheel charms, which honestly I didn't read the size of these. I thought that they would be bigger, but I'm glad that they're not too big because then they'll fit on more pouch sizes. I've got these awesome moon phase ones that I've wanted for a while, so those are lovely. I've got these sort of goth moon ones that I love. Some different bat charms. I've also got the other bat charms that I had before. I've ordered them in both the black and the brown this time, just for a mix up. And then I've got these lovely bees on flowers because I like to mix up the bee charms. And then I've got some different rainbow charms, again, different ones, just to keep it sort of interesting because it's not always the same things. And then I've got these lovely stag antlers circles, just a bunch of pentacles because, you know, always need some pentacles. These really cool like dagger death's head moth ones, which I really like. These mirror ones, which I guess you could fill with resin or something to actually fill the mirror section in. I'm actually going to pinch one of these. This was just a small sample because I could have got more for cheaper, but I didn't know how well they would sell. So usually I will buy small amounts to test charms out, and if I really like them, then I will buy, you know, or they sell well, I'll buy a bunch more. And then things like rainbows that I use a lot, and like bees and things, I try to change them up quite a bit so that they aren't, if it's a rainbow pouch, it's not always the same rainbow pouch, you know. Moons tend to show up a lot in the charms that I use as well, like moons, rainbows, bees, that kind of thing. And then I got this magnifying glass because it was on offer, it was on sale, and it came with a chain. I was like, well, maybe I can use that for something. And then this particular one, they always give you like some extra freebies, so, but I don't usually often use those. So yeah, that's what I've got in so far. I think I have another delivery that's due in, but I need to check it downstairs if that's come in the post today. And then these 2 suits, pentacles and cups are drying, and then all I have left to do tomorrow, I'll try and finish off. I'll do the major arcana, and then that's ready, that's done then, and that can go out to the winner, Jennifer Bull. So yeah, I'm gonna go make myself a cup of tea because it's 11's time, and yeah, warm up a bit with a hot beverage because it's bloody freezing again. Oh, what about you? I am balls deep in catching up with logging and swatching supplies. There are supplies from last summer that I did not swatch. Suppliers, the amount, the width, the colour code, all that stuff. So I have like the physical swatches obviously here, and then I have like the actual, like all the other details, all the nitty gritty on a Google Doc. Oof. Right. My plan this year is to get all my admin stuff up to date and then keep it up to date. Because I cannot be doing this. It drives me crazy. I've been doing it all morning. It is 1 minute to 1 lunchtime. But it's a rod of my own making. It's my own fault. I'm hoping this afternoon to maybe get some more practical stuff. I'm going to hopefully finish edging this deck. I've just got the majors to do, and then also. Ow, why do I always do that with my thumb? I always forget. What the fuck? Brain, work. Come on, brain. I'm going to see how I feel. I might film a YouTube video. I might cut some pouches. I don't know, because I've got those charms that came in. Got loads of fun charms. I've got a whole new load of ribbons. I'll be ordering new threads and felt next month after I've done a shop drop, because obviously I need to like earn a little bit of money, reinvest, and a little bit of money, reinvest, because you know it's a small baby business. So yeah, do you know what, I'm not even gonna finish this one. I'm too hungry. This can wait. I've done enough. I've been sat here for like 3.5 hours doing admin stuff. Well, I did stop to get 11's and answer the door because a delivery came. Another birthday present. Hold on. Right? You're like, but why did you open your birthday present? Right, well, my aunt sent both of my presents direct from the vendor because my mum, she gave my Christmas present to my mum at the beginning of December, and then my mum, we did a gift exchange on Christmas Eve, and my mum had my aunt's gift for 3 weeks at that point and had totally forgotten to put my aunt's Christmas present in there, which I think
given that I gave her a wish list, and what else she's bought for me for my birthday next week, is that the Tarot Gulliver, which I've wanted for several years. So I'm still waiting on that. Thanks, Mum. But I'm hoping I will see my mum on my birthday, or the day before my birthday, or the day after my birthday. I don't know, we haven't spoken about it. I'm going to talk to her about it this weekend. But yeah, so this came, it wasn't gift wrapped, so I opened it thinking it was the last of the charms I was waiting on. But it wasn't. It was these amazing fluorescent neon jelly roll pens, the Sakura jelly rolls. I am proper excited to get these in my art journals. Yum. I just want to lick them. I won't lick them, but my mouth is watering because I'm hungry. But they taste so delicious. They taste like gummies, like delicious fruit gummies. And the other thing that my aunt got me for my birthday, which I also opened because I thought it was something else that I had ordered, which it wasn't, which was... Finally got my grubby little paws on New World Witchery by the awesome Corey Thomas Hutchinson, who I really enjoy. I like the podcast that he and Lane do. I love listening to him chat. Excellent folklorist, and he has some cool videos on YouTube if you want to go check those out, which he shows like his magical book and stuff like that, which is awesome. So yeah, I've already started reading it. I'm like, sorry, to my aunt, I had to dig in. So I've got this on the go. I've got Mastering Magic by Matt Oren, which I'm like 3/4 of the way through. I still haven't finished the Shadowland, Lenormand, or tarot books because I've got too many books on the go. And then what else have I been reading? Oh, I've been rereading Yoav Ben-Dov's, the newer iteration of Yoav Ben-Dov's tarot book. I've been rereading that because I've been inspired by like friends that are doing some Marseille study, and I'm like, do you know what? It's been a while since I've read that particular book, so I'm going back through it, and you know, I don't agree with everything in it, but I'm enjoying it, and it was an important text for me in learning Marseille. So yeah, that's the... Oh, sorry, Nami, I didn't mean to make you jump. I saw her flinch, I think, underneath the... Okay. Are you okay, Mum? Anyway, this is like 6 minutes of... Can you tell I'm just like hyperactive today? Amazing that I've managed to sit my ass down for 3.5 hours, considering how like I am. So yeah. Can you hear though? I've just realised I've got rain sounds on and I forgot to turn it off. That's how I calm my tits when I'm working. I have white noise, I have rain sounds. Can you hear it? I have to have the right rain sounds for the right occasion or the right mood that I'm in. This felt like the right one. I like to not have it too high. It just needs to be background noise and it helps me focus. Anyway, that was a load of waffle. Per usual. This might be the last entry into this. I'm going to burp. Don't burp on camera. Try not to do that. I swallowed the burp. For you. Spare you the disgustingness of me as a filth monster. Yeah, I think this is going to be the last bit I'm filming because this is like a fucking hot mess. Oh, did I show? I can't even remember. I have made 5 monsters now for the Valentine's... Well, the shop drops are happening on the 5th of February, but I'm hoping people can have them by Valentine's. Love monsters. Look at them cute. We've got ones with wings. We've got ones with antlers. And they've all got hearts on because I've been putting the hearts and stars on the back of my monsters, but I thought I'd make a whole collection with hearts on, so then they're all love monsters. So yeah, they're little like pocket monsters. I'm really excited to have these come to my shop. It might be a terrible idea. People might be like, what the fuck? You're a tarot pouch lady. Yes, but that is not what my shop was originally started off as. I started off by doing like accessories and other bits. I want my shop to be art and crafts and like witchy and tarot related because that's my bag, but I don't want it to just be tarot bags. I will lose my mind if I spend the rest of my life hand sewing tarot pouches. I love making them, but you know, my brain is the kind of brain that needs a bit of variety, or I will I will lose my marbles. I've probably lost a few of them already, to be honest. I'd lose the rest of them. So anyway, oh, I should sit up straight. It's very bad for my... It's because this desk is too high for the chair that I have. It's another thing I need to do this year. Get a better desk chair. My physiotherapist is just like, have you replaced your chair yet? No, because the one you're recommending is like £500. Jesus. These people, like, think I paid them money? No. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I've said that like a lot. Bye.